Will County, Illinois, where heroin overdose is a true public health epidemic. Here, heroin deaths outnumber those due to traffic accidents and homicides combined. And Will County's not alone. Communities all over America are fighting this new and deadly threat. Heroin's latest victims are young, affluent, smart, but frighteningly misinformed about the dangers of this more potent lethal addiction.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Robert Crown Center for Health Education. We're going to teach you the science behind drugs and prevention. We want to give you a little bit of knowledge of how the drugs actually affect the brain and the nervous system. We also want to help you understand a little bit about what young people your age really think about the use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs. We want you to have some skills so that you can make good choices.
So now that we talked about the effects of drugs on the brain, on the nervous system, on other parts of the body, now we're going to go into more detail using our interactive video software.
The most engaged the students were with the Robert Crown software was when they did the software media case study. And in our classrooms, we had them in small groups so that they were answering questions and having conversations about each of the different phases that the characters went through. I think overall it was a really positive experience, and the lessons and activities that Robert Crown put together initiated a lot of questions that students were asking that they hadn't asked in the past.
I've never had anything taught to me on a computer before, so I mean that was nice because usually it's just a teacher standing in front of you or some guest speaker or someone's parent whose child has passed away from a drug, and I mean those are also very powerful, but I think that this was unique because it was on the computer and that's what we're used to.
I thought that the software was very entertaining just because it brought it down to a personal level.
It was good because it was interactive. It wasn't just some guy coming in and talking to us about how you shouldn't do drugs or you shouldn't do this. It kind of was like one of those choose your own adventure books.
I mean, it's really believable because he had a girlfriend, he has friends, he was good in school.
I liked how it seemed like it was real life and how the people in it were it reminded me of how my friends are and how they talk and how they talk to each other.
It was really realistic that you had to go through different stages and you saw the downfall of him, his bank account, his grades, and he broke up with his girlfriend, and how his life changed so dramatically.
He didn't set out thinking, oh, I'm gonna go try heroin one day. He just kind of started with the dentist. Then he ended up pretty much dead, I think, in a park by himself.
I thought it was very interesting. That's kind of what every teacher's been telling us about it, about how it works, how you just get more and more involved into it, and how you lose things, and just how it can affect your life.
We kind of talked about if we could relate to anything about him or how we were feeling about it if we were in that situation.
But here they were able to relate to text messages that they would get from friends and just the day-to-day activities that lead to that progression of addiction. So it created a lot of questions, a lot of conversation, how realistic could this be? And it made for great discussion and processing. It was telling a story in a new way.